Although winter is approaching, it doesn't mean it's not the time for managing your lawn. Here we have the YARDCARE N1600 Pro robotic lawnmower for a review. Pretty long name, let's just call it the N1600 Pro. Now this brand is all about yard care, so they have all kinds of lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws and stuff. And the machine we are reviewing here is the newest and most powerful yet. So let's see how it performs in real life. It is shipped in a box like this. Then the mower takes the biggest space at one side. There's a handle so you can take it out easily. There are the manuals, including instructions of how to install everything. Then there are two poles for RTK positioning and the RTK module here. The charging solution is quite brilliant. You can see this strange shaped charger included. You will know how to use it when we set it up later. It comes with a 4000 milliamp 18-volt lithium battery pack. Most of lawnmowers use a built-in battery, so this is definitely a highlight. There are also two chargers in the package, along with some other accessories for setting up the station. These are all the things you can get in the package. If you have watched our videos before, you will know how to set up a lawnmower. Basically, the work is in the power supply and the station. Just connect it to the power, then set the base onto the ground. Like last time, we're doing it on this grassland and another piece. We will talk about that later. Now the machine looks relatively low-key, black and gray as its main color, with a bright green and blue on the wheels. The buttons on the top are also very easy to understand. The machine is using RTK and 3D AI camera sensing for navigating through the lawn. So depending on the type of lawn you have, you may want to keep the RTK module on a clear space, like the rooftop or a spot that isn't blocked by a tree or something. And since it has a 3D AI camera sensing, no wire fence is needed, which saves you a lot of time at the beginning. The other thing to do is to connect it to the app where you can control the machine like you want it. Once everything is ready, the mower will head out to map the whole space. Since it has a camera at the front for object sensing, it can see the whole shape of your lawn or any obstacle lying around. Therefore, when mapping out the lawn, you can use your phone as the joystick, control it to go around the edges, then return to the station. This part is kind of fun. Maybe you can ask your child to do it for you. And if you have a pool or flower bed on the grass, no-go zones should be marked on the map. In our case here, it is the trees. Or if you have multiple lawns or there's a route in between the lawns, then a channel should be created manually so the mower will do its job properly. Now that the map is done, it will start doing its job. But as you can see, this grassland is almost dry, so we found another grassland to do the cutting. So just basically show you everything, including the setup and the work. So before heading out, the cutting height should be set beforehand. It is very thoughtful that both inches and millimeters are clearly shown here. Now let's keep it at the lower level this time so you can see the results. And depending on your preferences, you can start trimming the edges first or let it cut in a U shape across the whole lawn. You can either give the order from the app or press the button on the machine. While it's working, there are also signs of what it's doing, like a mow or map. While it's working, let's talk about some highlights. As you can see, it goes around the lawn in a U shape and there are certain overlapped areas. This means it won't leave any spot behind. Once the job is done, every inch is covered. When we checked the grass that had been cut, the grass looked even and the grass on the route was all being cut. The first thing I noticed when I unboxed it is that there are two casters at the front. The one we reviewed before only had one, so two means it can maneuver around much more easily, which definitely benefits the mowing and obstacle avoidance. The cutters part are brilliant. Other than being able to cover 18 centimeters or 7 inches in diameter, the plate around it is like a comb with teeth. I think this can make sure the grass can get to the blades as much as possible and also be separated for a smooth cut. It is just like the foil on an electric shaver. It contributes a lot. The AI sensing ability is very advanced. Like when I stepped in front of it, it can just dodge me and find a new way around. It says it can detect 300 plus objects, so it can definitely protect your children or pets. It says it can pick up the job left over. We manually stopped it and let it do the job again. It just goes to where it stopped, then continues. This is also a nice feature to have. The grass won't get hurt. So for this model, it says it can cut 1,600 square meters of space. That is 0.4 acres, which might be the true limitation of the RTK Pro, I think, which is still impressive. And to support that, the battery can do a full run of 100 minutes. Once the job is done, it will get back to the station for charging. Then you can really see that the way of charging is very unique. It is done with these hooks and the metal plates here. But one slight downside is that you might want to build a hood for the machine to protect it from heavy rain. You can set the schedule of mowing and change it whenever you like. And the sound it makes is very minimal. It is definitely not like those push mowers. It won't bother your family or neighbors. The machine has IPX4 waterproofing and there's a rain sensor on the top. Once it detects the rain, it will return to the base station. There's also a mode called the spiral mowing. It will just go like a sparrow and cut the dense grass in a certain spot. This saves you from the trouble of taking out your push mower to do the job. It can also climb up to 20 degrees slope. Many households would have a certain slope facing the road to drain off the water. Then it can also mow that area. There's also a GPS module inside. You can track it down and get it back if it is stolen. Okay, these are pretty much all the features of the YARDCARE N1600 Pro robotic lawnmower. Honestly, there are tons of its kind out there, but it still has some standout features such as the dual casters, the comb-shaped plate around the cutter, and the RTK plus 3D AI sensing system seems to work pretty well, I would say. And compared to other mowers, this one might also be more affordable, I think. Now, if you want to check out this machine, the link is below the video. This is Will from Gizmochina. See you next time.